Swing high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bond stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I am your host, Jordan. Stacks on stacks, lads. Joined, as always, every Sunday with my guys, Mr. Big Ballin' Ben Larson and Swerving Irvin Washington, who needs to trim that beard in and get a haircut.
Yeah, caveman.
It's all good, though. We live. The Oilers game is going on. They're losing 3-2 in the second period. We will keep you guys updated on that if you're not watching it. Must-win game for Edmonton. If they lose, Vegas moves on and faces the winner of the Kraken and Dallas Stars in Game 7 tomorrow, which we'll talk a little bit about later. Big show on deck. We are being brought to you by theyre. Make sure to go to theyre.com or download the theyre app straight to your mobile device and use promo code TAPROOM for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. That's craft beer delivered straight to your front door. You don't even have to leave your seat. With that being said, Ben, what are you sipping on tonight?
So I'm waiting on the chug of the porter, because after tonight you're going to be chugging one with me. So I am going with an Almanac Beer Company. So this is out of Alameda, which is just south of Oakland. Yep. And this is The Future is Fluid, West Coast IPA, coming in at 6%. So it's part of the Pink Boots kind of co-op, which is educational brewing opportunities for female brewers. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Nice. I'm going pretty simple. I don't think I've done this one on the show, but this is a New Belgium Voodoo Ranger Fruit Force Fruit Punch IPA.
Oh, that one's good.
I've had it before. I do like it. My first time doing it. 9.5 ABV.
That's the big thing about the Voodoo Rangers, is they're all really high percentages.
Huge, yeah, massive.
Yep.
Like the other night I drank like 3 of them, and normally I could put down like 3 IPAs and be totally fine, and I was like, woo!
Yep.
Just feeling myself, but
I don't remember which one it is, but they have one that's an 8.2 that comes in a 19-ounce can, and those are so fucking easy to put down.
Well, is that the hazy?
It could be. It's like the Fruit Ranger or something like that.
This is a fruit punch, fruit force. Okay. This one is 9.5, and this one, like, it literally tastes like fucking Hawaiian Punch, dude.
Oh yeah, yep. I'll have to look for that one.
It's crazy. Anyways, awesome show on deck, as I talked about. A lot of MLB to talk about, NBA, NHL playoffs. We are getting closer to crowning champions in both the NBA and MLB. What do you guys want to talk about first? NBA, MLB, NHL? I think we should wait on the NHL as this Oilers game moves along.
Still going, yeah. Yeah, let's just start baseball or basketball, either way.
Well, so I have this clip of Joel Embiid's press conference. I don't know if you guys heard it. I cut it down to like a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I want to open with NBA. Let's open with this. Let's open with Joel Embiid. I want to play this clip for you guys and get your guys' thoughts on it, okay?
Sounds good.
Like someone said, it was not a failure, steps to success. But yeah, you just gotta, it's tough. But you can be sad about it and all you want, but you always gotta find ways to be better and keep improving, and that's what I'm gonna do, win or lose. Me and James, we just can't win alone. That's why basketball is played 5-on-5. So, we just need everybody to just, try to keep finding ways to get better, and we'll be fine.
All right. So
Pretty rough.
yeah. So I mean, his whole. First, I want to preface this by saying his whole press conference was 10 minutes. So obviously, I wasn't gonna play the whole thing. I just played like two of the most important things, and I do want, because he says like me and James can't win by ourselves. I do want to give him credit. In the beginning of his press conference, he does say like him and his teammates did all they can to win. So he wasn't throwing his teammates under the bus necessarily. The question asked in that regard was basically like, what does the team need to do for you and James to take another step, right? What's your guys' thoughts on both the game and kind of, Joel Embiid was a no-show in the last two games, man. He played, after game 6, he comes out and he says, well, I needed the ball. And then after this game, it's like, he's saying, James and I can't win by ourselves. We need teammates. And James Harden had 0 points in the last two fourth quarters. And the Celtics they dominated the Sixers in the third quarter today, 31-10, dude, or 33-10.
Mm-hmm.
What was your thoughts on the series, and I want to get your guys' takeaway on what Joel Embiid said.
It was a horrible soundbite, honestly. I know it's probably gonna get a little bit of blown out of proportion, but I get why it would get blown out of proportion, because the way he said it and the way he prefaced it, like, oh, basketball isn't played 5-on-2. Yeah, we know that, Joel. That's why you have 3 other teammates. But there was a multitude of things that
And the crazy thing too, Irv, is they got a great game from PJ Tucker.
Exactly. He had 11 points in the first quarter, kept him in the game, honestly, because everybody else was stone cold. But I just think they just need a new voice in the locker room, man, because I've never seen a coach live off one championship the way that Doc Rivers has. And I think that lack of adjustments and him just, play ball, play ball. Okay. This ain't AAU. This ain't fucking middle school. Draw up some plays, switch up your defense, run a zone, something. Because Tatum was killing them today, and they never changed the defense on him.
Well, I mean, I will say, Tatum is that good where it's like there's
it's nothing much you can do.
Yeah, when he was hot like he was today, it's just, it is what it is, man. And like they already don't really have the personnel to guard the Celtics, because they put PJ Tucker on Jaylen Brown because Jaylen Brown was getting hot, and then Jason Tatum goes off. It's like then they put PJ Tucker on Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown goes off. That's before you came on. We were talking about the Celtics and Miami series, and I was like, dude, that shit's gonna get nasty. But before we get to that, Ben, what was your thoughts on that clip from Joel?
I mean, yeah, it's a team sport, and everybody on that team sucked it up today. I mean, with your high scorer only getting 19 points, he himself should have been talking about how shitty of a game he had, and that today it was 5-on-0. Harden was non-existent. Shot 3 for 11 for 9 points.
Yep.
Maxey had 17. Tobias Harris had 19. And Embiid 5 for 18, 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. And 5 of his 15 points were from free throws.
Yep.
That is, if you're the MVP, if you are the top player in basketball, you got to be taking that onus on yourself and not throwing your teammates under the bus. Because yes, there is a big step between their number 1 and 2 and their number 3 player, who's probably Maxey.
I mean, it's like that for every team, though.
Yeah, but you can't go out and just say, well, there are only 2 of us.
Yeah, no, it was awful. And you know, he alluded to what Giannis said in his press conference, where like, you know, this is just a step forward. But bro, and he laughed while he was saying. I know you guys couldn't see the video, but he's laughing while he's saying it, smiling and smirking, and it's like, bro, first of all, in an elimination game, Giannis put up 38 and 20.
Yeah. Hurt.
You know what I mean? Yeah, with a broken back. And everyone said he wasn't good enough. You know, that's the expectation that Giannis is held to, right? Not only that, but Giannis has won a championship and he's played in 2 conference finals. You have never been to a conference finals, Joel. Yeah. And we could sit here and we could talk about Doc Rivers, but at the end of the day, I've said this multiple times. Someone I respect in the sports betting industry, he messaged me today and he said, "What side are you on?" And I said, "I love Celtics -6.5, bro." And he said 6.5's too many. And he said him and his syndicate or whatever, their group, they're all on Sixers. Line went down to 5.5. It closed at 5.5. So they got a good number. Respected money was on the Sixers. I said, there's no fucking way the Sixers are winning this game or covering. They are so mentally soft, dude. Their 2 best players are soft as fuck. They're not. We've seen this. We've seen this from Harden for a decade. You know, Ben, you as a Warriors fan, remember that game 7 where he turned the ball over 11 times and he was like kicking it off his foot and shit?
Yeah.
Bro, we've seen this from him. This is what he does. This is what Joel does. He disappears in big games. We've seen this time and time again. So why was it going to be different today? Yeah. And on the flip side, we've seen Jason Tatum every single time he plays a game 7, he goes off. He scored 51 points today. That's the most points ever in the history of a game 7 in the NBA. Jason Tatum is him. And the reason why I love the Celtics today -6.5 was because Tatum had a dog shit game on Thursday. That was Thursday, right? They played Thursday?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dog shit, dude. But then he went off for 14 points in the 4th quarter. And he got that confidence back. And the Sixers let him get confidence. And I was like, bro, he's going off today, dude. And now, dude, Miami, bro, Ben, we were talking about it before we went on air. You know, Miami got very lucky. They shot 55% from 3 against Milwaukee, had an anomaly from 3-point shooting, got past Milwaukee. They honestly played like shit against the Knicks, but the Knicks are so trash that, damn, the Vegas scored again, 4-2.
Damn, right at the end of the period, too.
Yep. You could pack the Oilers up now.
Yep.
This goalie, bro.
Yeah, dude, Skinner is not him. I mean, there's still a period left. Obviously, you know, the Oilers can score. But
with McDavid, you're never out of it.
Yeah. Damn, they're playing 4-on-3, dude.
Wow.
But back to the Eastern Conference Finals. Miami, though, like, this is a team that shot 34% from 3 all season. They're 22nd in defensive rating. Just not a good team, dude. And Boston is going to take advantage of the wings with Tatum and Brown. I mean, there's no way you can have Max Strus or Gabe Vincent guard one of those dudes, bro. I think this is going to be a quick series, man. I think it's going to be over in 5.
Yeah, I said gentleman sweep.
Oh, Marchessault got a hat trick, huh?
Bro, it's crazy because 3 of Vegas. I didn't see the 4th goal. I just looked up and there was a goal scored. But the first 3 goals by Vegas, I mean, dude, the goalie has to be better, man.
Yeah,
Skinner has to stop those. You're in the Western Conference semis in a must-win game, dude. You cannot allow those goals to get by.
Yeah.
But you know, such is life. That is hockey. Your boy down some coin. All the coin I won on the Celtics about to be fucking flushed away on this Oilers game. It is what it is, though. We bounce back. We always find ways to get back. Anyways, I want to start it with NBA for that reason. But while we're on NBA, let's talk the Warriors and Lakers and Nuggets. So, Ben, I told you the Lakers were going to win in 6. I said 6.
I told you so. I told you so.
Hey, I told you in 6.
You also said the winner of Game 5 was going to win the series. So, There's a lot of I told you so's.
And the
That
winner,
win-
no, I said the winner of game 4 was going to win the
4.
series.
Yeah.
And the winner of game 4 won the series.
No, you were saying the.
No, I said the winner of game 4 was going to win the series. Because if the Lakers lost game 4 at home and it was 2-2 going back to Chase Center, I knew the Warriors were going to win game 5. So then it would have been 3-2.
Oh yeah, okay.
And the Warriors and the Lakers would have gone back to Staples or Crypto, whatever the fuck they call that place now. And then it would have been 3-3. Like you can't count on winning 2 games on the road in a series, dude. That's why that game 4 was a must win for the Lakers, dude. If they lost that game, the series was over. You saw how good the Warriors played at home on game 5.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I think a little bit of it had to do with the fact that the Lakers knew they were up 3-1. They kind of packed it in a little bit. You know, Anthony Davis got carted off in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
What's next for your Warriors, though, Ben?
That's a huge question because game 6 was non-existent from the whole team. I mean, let's talk about how Philly was non-existent today. Same thing happened with with the Warriors there. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Poole, who was non-existent all playoffs, especially coming off of last year and how Irv, I see what you're doing there.
No, I'm paying attention to the game.
Oh, okay. I figured you were getting the Lakers picture out. Like I know he's coming up to show that on the screen. But Poole was absolutely non-existent coming off of what he did last year and getting that big bag. I mean, it doesn't kind of surprise me because once you get the bag, you take that step back.
Do you think the altercation with Draymond had anything to do with it?
I think at this point of the season, no.
Because I think beyond Draymond, I don't think the vets really care for Jordan Poole much.
No, not at all. Not at all. And I think that's going to be the ultimate downfall of Jordan Poole if he stays a Warrior, because you have so much prowess on that team from the vets that they're going to shun him. And especially if he's playing the way that he did, that whole, locker room interview when he's had his back turned to everybody and was just, talking, but not even paying attention, like that, not taking the ownership for having the bad games that he did. I think that plays a lot into what's going to happen next for Poole. He's got a horrible sized contract for the way that he played, which is going to make it difficult to get what he would have gotten last year. But
Agreed.
At this point, I mean, if he's a locker room, I don't want to say cancer, but if he's a downgrade to that locker room, I think you have to package him with a young guy to get something that's of value to better that team in the long run, because I don't think he's the answer for after Curry.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a locker room cancer, but he's definitely a locker room distraction.
Yeah, distraction is definitely that.
And his antics on the court don't make it no better. Be flopping every damn where, trying to get those superstar calls. Like, bro, you're not a superstar. Just go out there and hoop and play your game.
He also be taking like 30 foot
yeah,
dude.
Not even 30, like 33, 35 footers. It's like you're not him.
Yeah, you're not Clay, you're not Steph. Like, play your dog, drive to the hoop, kick it. I know you can shoot threes, but you're not out here shooting 33, 35.
Yeah, and you're putting your team at a disadvantage when you're taking those stupid shots. He was more of a hindrance for the offense of that team.
Yeah,
when
that
he was
shot
on the floor.
That shot in game 1 was the dumbest shot of the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's going to be a fascinating offseason for the Warriors.
And then with Kuminga coming out and saying, if I don't get a starting position, I'm asking for a trade.
Well, that's the problem. Like, I think people always forget that at the end of the day, this is a business. You know what I mean? And like, you're drafted top 10. You're playing for your second contract first and foremost. Winning a title is good and all, but that's like more special once you get paid.
Yeah.
And so I totally understand where he's coming from. Like, yo,
absolutely. Yeah.
Like, I need to make my money, bro. So if I'm not going to get any playing time here, trade me somewhere where I will.
Yep.
You know, and
Yeah, because you see, they traded Wiseman, and even though Detroit was dog shit, he was a bright spot for them the second half of the year.
Yeah, didn't he average 26 points?
except on defense, he was
So
like minus 19.
yeah. Defense, he was horrible, but his offensive game shone through.
Yeah. Yeah, and what happens to Draymond next year is a huge question.
But the
does he
whole
have
reason
1
why
year?
Kuminga and Wiseman didn't get playing time, and you know, you gotta understand, dude. Like the Warriors are a championship level team, dude.
Mhm.
You know, Kerr
Yeah.
is a championship coach. He isn't going to play you unless you play a role. He doesn't care about your second contract. He cares about what you are going to do to benefit the team. And Kuminga didn't go and he didn't hustle for rebounds, and that wasn't like he didn't want that role, you know what I mean? And like that's why he didn't get playing time.
Yeah.
So but that's the problem when you have these two timelines mixed. Like either you're gonna go young and develop these guys, or you're gonna go veteran like style team. Like that's what you see in the NBA. You never see a team that has a mix of young guys and old guys. It's like maybe a young guy and some old guys. Like Denver, for example, they have Christian Brown, who they drafted last year, but then they got a bunch of vets.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be fascinating, Ben. It's gonna be very fascinating.
Yep.
I was seeing Warriors Twitter talking about trading for Joel Embiid after the game today. Which, I mean, if he comes out and says, like, yo, I want to be traded, I mean, you know, the Warriors could offer Jordan Poole, Kuminga, and some picks for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's definitely a possibility.
Do we have that salary, though? I guess if we're losing Poole's
if you move Poole into it, and obviously you drop Draymond, his salary is off the books. There's definitely some flexibility in the Warriors there. All right, let's move over to baseball because we're already almost at 9 p.m. So a lot of big series this weekend. We're moving into June. We're getting towards the dog days of summer here. We had a big series go down with the Atlanta Braves and Toronto Blue Jays, who, you know, could very well be the World Series at the end of the year, man.
I was thinking that same thing.
And the Blue Jays swept the Braves, and Spencer Strider was on the hill one of the games, and they won.
They were close games, though.
Yeah, no, they were good games, but, you know, Toronto, like, because my takeaway from the series was that Toronto is as good as I thought they were.
Can you say that, though?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I know that they swept the series, but you've got a 3-0 game. You've got a, what was it, 2-5 game, and you got a 5-6 game.
Yeah, but the game today, they came back in the 9th inning to win the game.
Yeah. And
Chris Bassett he outpitched Strider on Friday. He pitched a fucking gem, Ben.
Yeah, pitching today was horrible for the Braves, which we won't see come playoff time.
Maybe, but I mean, dude, they're like, you know.
I mean, you had McHugh pitch 1 2/3. That's not going to happen.
Well, yeah, he's a reliever, but I think that's the problem. I think that's the issue with the Braves is like, you know, Spencer Strider, as good as he is, like, you know, we've seen this against good teams all year. Like, he gives up runs.
Yeah.
He walks too many batters.
Yeah, I think there were major, you know, the 2 errors by Chapman they were both in the 4th, right? No. Sorry, he has 4 total. But Chapman's 2 errors were big today. Sorry, Matt Olson's 2 errors.
But he's a Gold Glover. He's not going to do that very often. That's like an anomaly.
Yeah. You know, those were big today. I think that cost them, I think, 2 runs there. But I mean, if I'm the Braves and looking at this series, yes, you lost 3 straight games, but
you're on the road.
I love what Acuna did. I think Olsen had a bad series. I don't think you're really going to see that from him too often.
I mean, you can't put a ton into this, dude. First of all, it's May.
Yeah.
It's May, right? They're on the road. But I'm saying, as far as, like, you know, Toronto, because they've been up and down all season, really, you know what I mean? And they put together a nice series.
Oh, absolutely. Against a good team, a contender team. It's big for Toronto.
And they won a series against Tampa. They won the series against probably the two best teams in baseball.
They
took 2 of 3 from Tampa when they played them.
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
But Toronto's they're, in my opinion, they're the best team in the AL. Especially with all these injuries starting to hit Tampa.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, Tampa's lost what, 5 in a row, Ben?
No, Tampa's lost
6 in a row?
No, Tampa's lost.
They just got swept by New York.
No, they went 2-2 against New York. They're 2-4 in their last 6.
Dude, that was a 4-game series?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck, dude.
Like, yeah, they also just beat New York 2 of 3.
Yeah, but they're all close games, and then they lost the series to Baltimore.
Yeah,
so now they're
tied the series.
Now they're 2-1 in series against teams over 500. They lost a series
because they beat the Phillies, or sorry, the Pirates.
Yeah, that's one of the series they won because they lost to Toronto, right? They lost to Baltimore. They beat Pittsburgh. They beat New York, and then they tied New York.
They beat Boston. Boston's over 500 now.
Oh yeah, and they lost to man, Boston sucks, man. Fuck them.
Still over 500.
Not for long, dude.
No, absolutely. Yeah, the regression was major from them. Yeah, and the tough thing with the Rays is they have another 4-game series with Toronto coming up next week. But they've got a hard schedule. They see 3 against the Dodgers. They've got 4 against Toronto. They got Milwaukee for 3. I think New York Mets are probably going to be the easier of the 3. But then once you close out May with the Cubbies, it does get a little bit easier for them. So
yeah, but they've got a hard injuries,
schedule right now. What's that?
They got so many injuries right now.
Oh yeah, no, I agreed.
What's your thoughts on the Blue Jays and Braves, Serve?
Good series, but the Braves, man, they pitching as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Mm-hmm. It's clear that the offense is gonna have to carry this team until that offensive pitching rounds back into shape, because basically last year Spencer Strider was an automatic W, and this year he's still pitching pretty damn good. It's just when he pitches, it's like the offense is just non-existent. So that just puts him in a Sandy situation. But I wouldn't down the Braves because this was a close series. It's just showing that the Blue Jays are that damn good, honestly.
Right now, the Braves are the number 1 in World Series odds, 5-1 to win the World Series. Dodgers number 2, 6-1. Houston 3, 7-1, which I think is way mispriced. And then it's followed by Tampa, San Diego, Toronto. Toronto 11-1. Would you take a shot on Toronto right now? At 11-1.
I would definitely take a shot on Toronto right now.
I think those odds are only going to get shorter as the year
because once Manoah rounds back into shape, because he's their ace and he's been pitching terrible. So once he goes back to his normal self, Gosman looks like he's back being Gosman. Bassett is stepping up, and Kikuchi's look like their best pitcher so far.
I mean, Bassett had one good game.
He's had a couple.
What's that?
But that one good game was against a hell of a team, though. So
absolutely,
that could change things for him. And Berrios, if he could just be consistent like he's been doing,
if he pitches on the road like he pitches at home.
Yeah, so if he can stay consistent. I like what the Blue Jays is building. Plus, they have the offense, so it's looking like the East is going to come down. I think the Blue Jays got a chance to run away with it, man, because the Braves just got too many injuries with their pitching.
Yep, and we know that, and their offense is already regressing. And
their offense is starting to regress, and you don't know when you're getting Glasnow back. Rasmussen might not even come back because you got to be careful with those flexor strains because that's close to your elbow. So, he's on a 60-day DL, so that's 2 months guaranteed. He's not pitching for you. McClanahan got fucking shelled in that half. Took a 6-0 lead, and it would have evaporated in the half inning.
Yep.
So I don't expect that to happen to him too much. He is one of the best
Yeah.
pitchers in baseball, but I think the East is going to be very interesting. And you got the Orioles; they're not going nowhere. So
Yeah, the one thing about McClanahan though is he walks too many batters, and that's what caught up to him.
that's what gets him in trouble.
In looking at the Rays, the only game that that is the game that you mentioned when they were up by 6 and then lost it, or up by 5 and then lost it in that 6 in that inning. Like that's the only.
I mean, they were up 4 today and lost.
Yeah,
They won today.
Oh yeah,
8-7.
they did come back and win. That's right.
Yeah. Is the Yankee game yesterday on Saturday? Because you're up by 5 and then you let 6 up on the board. That's my only loss that I'm like, this is okay. That was bad. The 2 against Baltimore were close. And you're still going 4-2 on the week. So the Rasmussen injury is going to be the hardest to hit there.
Dude, without him and Jeff Springs, they are fucked.
Yeah.
You're talking about two guys that are legit number 1 starters on other teams, like, dude.
They legit have pretty much 3 top 25 pitchers in their rotation.
Yeah.
They're fucked, dude.
And 2 of them are gone.
If Glasnow can come back and be what he was before he got hurt, it'll benefit them. But like, there's no guarantee, dude. He's always hurt.
Yeah.
There's zero guarantee he's gonna stay healthy. So it's like, at this point, it's like, okay, you got McClanahan. What if McClanahan gets hurt?
Yeah.
I mean, bro, missed like a month last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the thing is, you've got a hard 2 weeks, and then after that, it's smooth sailing again for them.
Yeah, but then you got to think that offense is not going to continue to hit like they're hitting.
Yeah, I mean, Ben, they're hitting at a historical. Yeah, but they're hitting at a historical pace right now. I mean, we're talking 142 WRC plus, which is 20 weighted runs created plus over the best season of all time, which is the Houston Astros in 2019.
Yeah.
So I definitely think, like Irv said, we're gonna see some regression offensively. We've seen it. We have seen it. And I think that speaks a lot to the Yankees pitching, dude. Like, the Yankees pitching is nowhere near as good as it was last year. That's why the Yankees suck. And like, they might get Carlos Rodon back. Who knows?
And they still put up 28 runs on the Yankees.
Yeah, but that's because their pitching isn't good.
Yeah, but I just don't.
Like, look how much they scored on Baltimore.
3, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
7 runs in
3 game series. Yeah.
Because Baltimore has probably the best bullpen in all of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my thing is, like, I look at this series and I'm like, okay, I still think the Rays are good, but I do think that the Springs and Rasmussen injuries are going to haunt them long term, right? Because I do think their offense is going to regress. They're not going to continue putting up 8 runs a game. We've seen it because they face a good pitching team like Baltimore, and that gets put to rest, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
they're gonna have to face Baltimore how many more times, Ben? 11 times? 11 more?
the first half of the season, only 2 more.
Man, I don't know.
I mean, I agree they're not going to be keeping up, but I'm looking through July. No, I guess first half of the season goes through July 9th, and they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more hard series, maybe 5, depending on. I mean, Milwaukee is regressing, so I don't know if I can count that as a hard series.
Bro, you can get Baltimore to win the AL East at 17-1 right now. Tell me that's not a good bet.
Dang.
That's a good bet. Although I think Toronto's going to end up winning the division. They're 2-1 right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're only 2 games up on Toronto. They're 4 behind Tampa. That's a hard.
I think
that's a hard bet.
I think ultimately, Toronto from top to bottom is the best team in that division. So I think long term, I think they're going to end up winning the division. The Rays are minus 155 to win that division, which I don't think the Rays are going to win the division given the Rasmussen and Springs injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, you should have put Jack Campbell in before they scored the first 3 damn goals.
Yeah, they're idiots, dude. Like, bro, after the first goal, I mean, the first goal was terrible, dude. The dude shot it from like the red circle and fucking trickled in, dude. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here?
The first goal?
Yeah, the first goal.
No, the first goal was a turnover by Skinner. It was like 10 seconds in the game.
It was a turnover, but the dude shot it from like 17 feet away, and it went in.
Campbell was 5-1 against them with a 1.66 goals against. Yeah, the Oilers coach got to get fired, bro.
That's the old Sharks assistant.
Yep.
Yeah, he got to go. Pack his ass up, because how you have a goalie that's 5-1, he gets the team and he's not the starter for this whole series.
Could be some injuries issues. I don't know.
Skinner was hot at the end of the year though, so I get it.
Well, Skinner ain't been hot this whole series. Pack his ass up.
It's a bad look for the Oilers if they lose this game, though.
Yeah, we might need some changes. Trade Connor to the Kings.
Trade Connor's going to be stuck in Edmonton for his whole career
until the NHL's like, yo, we got to get him to a bigger market.
And then he'll come to LA.
Well, he's Canadian. The Canadian markets are big.
Yeah, it's true, but like to grow the game the way the NHL wants, you have to dominate those American markets, which is kind of why, what the fuck is this guy doing, Doug? Which is why Chicago
can hide a rape case and get the first overall.
That's why he whose name is not to be spoken on this podcast anymore is going to Chicago.
Oh no, Bedard is going to be a hell of a player, no question asked. But
yeah, and we all had let's be honest, dude. We all knew he was going to Chicago deep down inside. We talked about it multiple times, man.
Yeah, we said Anaheim or Chicago.
Yeah,
it's just funny to me that Columbus had the best odds of laying him. They lay at number 3. They were like, yo, we can't get this dude near Columbus. Like
Anaheim had best odds.
I thought it was both of them.
No. Anaheim had the tiebreaker.
Regardless, man. Fuck them. All right, let's move on to some NHL, man. Before we get to that, let's do our top 5 MLB teams, our power rankings for this week. Ben, start us off.
All right, so I've got number 5. I got the Texas Rangers, 7-3 in the last 10.
That's surprising.
Yeah. Big series wins in their division. Again, not the greatest of wins. I don't think that this Texas team is going to be on the top 5 next week, because you've got 3 against Atlanta, who is going to be coming in strong with their huge loss to the Blue Jays. So they're kind of at this moment team. Number 4, I'm going to go with the Toronto Blue Jays. Huge sweep against the Atlanta Braves. Great team. I just want to see them put it together before they can start moving up my list. Number 3, I'm going to go with the Baltimore Orioles. Better week this week at 4-2 after a tough week last week at 3-3. I again see them at the top of this division, probably sitting at number 2 at the end of the year, but making a good playoff run. Number 2, I got the LA Dodgers, 6-1 this week, 8-2 in their last 10, plus 13 run differential this week, and a big sweep of San Diego, who's supposed to be, that top team. So, who's been a huge disappointment. And then number 1, I still got the Rays, 19-3 at home still. You're up to a 120 run differential, which is 5 more from last week. Even having a 3-4 week this week, you add 5 runs to your run differential is definitely big. They are top in ERA, top in opponent batting average. Their WHIP is moved down to 3 though, which is again just a little bit coming down to earth as you have your pitching issues and injuries starting to come around. But the bats are still first in the league, first in slugging percentage, batting average, on base percentage, and runs. So yes, we're going to see some regression, but This team's the real deal.
Yeah, they're still number one for now. Or
Yep.
what's your top 5 look like?
I'm gonna switch up and do a bottom 5. I'm just playing.
We should do that.
Top 5. I'm gonna go at 5. I'll keep the Braves there. I still believe they're the damn good team. Number 4, I'm gonna go Texas. 3, I'm gonna go Baltimore. 2, I'm gonna go my Dodgers. And number 1, of course, the Rays can stay there for another week, but I might have a new number 1 come next Sunday if this week don't pan out good for the Rays.
Yeah, this is a big telling week. I
Yeah.
definitely agree with you on that.
I'm with you guys both on there. I got number 5, I got the Blue Jays. Number 4, I got the Dodgers. Number 3, I got the Braves. Number 2, I have the Orioles still. And number 1, I have the Rays. I did want to talk about Cy Young futures, but we're kind of running out of time. But I did want to give out a quick play here. So, which I already talked to Irv about on Friday. 200-1 to win the Cy Young. Yennier Cano, relief pitcher of the Baltimore Orioles, and here's why.
When was the last time a relief pitcher won?
K-Rod.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But hear me out. This is why. This guy, Yennier Cano, is on a historical pace. The guy has only allowed 3 hits and 4 base runners all season long.
Wow.
He has a .84 Sierra. And to put it into perspective, last year, Edwin Diaz, who struck out almost 60% of the batters he faced, had a 1.14 Sierra. So, I mean, this guy, he's not allowing any contact barely. Like, guys are getting up, and it's an automatic out, basically. And I know there's a reason it's 200-1 right now. I get it, because the odds of a relief pitcher winning are slim to none, especially because he's not a closer. I guarantee he will end up closing by the end of the year, though, because he has been so dominant. And he does have 2 saves, so he has closed a couple of games. But at 200-1, I mean, I had to throw $20 on it for $4,000. You know, it was 4,400 technically. It was like, you know, might as well take a shot, because I guarantee those odds. If he continues playing like this, I guarantee by July he's like a 50-1 in the Cy Young race. And again, I know it's very unlikely a relief pitcher wins, dude. I get it. But at the pace he's at, if he were to continue it, which I also understand is very unlikely, you know, I just had to take a stab on it. You know, because if it does continue, Ben, you have to agree, like, you have to consider it, right?
Yep, absolutely.
You know, it's like, it's something that would be unheard of, like, never been done in Major League history. And I thought Edwin Diaz last year should have gotten Cy Young consideration, considering he struck out almost 60% of the batters he faced. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah, that's nasty.
You know, K-Rod, he won the Cy Young. He wasn't even that good. He just had 55 saves. So everyone's like, "Oh, he's a great pitcher." And then he like was never good ever again. That's just how baseball works. So anyways, that's why I wanted to talk about Cy Young. Do you guys have any Cy Young plays right now? I mean, the favorite is Garrett Cole.
That's a joke. That's a waste of money right there.
You think so?
What's Kershaw's?
Well, that's I'm talking AL Cy Young.
That's a joke too.
NL Cy Young is Gallen. He's the favorite 2-1. Strider, he's 2-1 as well. And then you got
also shout out to Kershaw. Tough day on Mother's Day to lose your mom.
No way.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Condolences to Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, his wife tweeted it out today.
Kershaw is the 3rd betting favorite for the NL Cy Young right now.
And I don't know if you guys watched World Poker Tour or WPA or the World Poker Classic, but Doral Brunson passed away today too. Rest in peace to a poker legend.
Since we're talking about passing away, rest in peace, Toronto Blue Jays or Toronto Blue Maple Leafs.
He said Toronto Blue Maple Leafs.
Yeah, rest in peace to the Golden State Warriors too.
That too, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
But we weren't as bad as the Maple Leafs. Austin
1, 2,
Matthews.
3, Cancun.
This is one thing I did want to bring out. I don't know if we do have time for hockey, but one thing I did want to bring up was the Leafs.
Yes.
Second
absolutely.
round recap. Austin Matthews, 0 goals.
No show.
John Tavares, 0 goals. Mitch Marner, 1 goal. You're looking at $33.5 million in cap space for 1 combined goal.
Did Nylander have any goals?
Yes.
Yeah, he had 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 40% of your cap being the top 3 players, and
Sheesh.
you have 1 goal.
Yeah, they got to make some changes.
Yeah, that
major issues there.
That dude Austin Matthews, in my opinion, Ben, and like obviously I'm not the biggest hockey guy, but Austin Matthews, in my opinion, that dude is soft, bro.
He needs to get out of Toronto. He does not do well with spotlight.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like he's kind of similar because like he's always going to be in that same spotlight that McDavid's in, like because he's friends with Justin Bieber and shit. Like, so he's always going to be like a popular guy. He could go to Arizona and people will still follow him, right?
Yeah.
I just think he's just like, man, you just gotta show up in those big games, dog. Like, if you're a great player, you have to play in the biggest. You have to show up in the biggest moments, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather you lose and shoot like 15 shots on goal a game than fucking lose the series and you were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, Cabby and Casper, the friendly ghosts.
Yeah, like how many shots on goal did he have the whole series? He probably had like 3 or 4.
I don't know. No, he had more than that.
I don't
The
think
Panthers
so, dude.
the Panthers just took them apart, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we kind of, we talked
Yeah,
about
we said
it.
it.
You know, once, like, if they were to play Boston, I would have given them a chance because, again, like, they would have had no pressure. That team just, like, folds under pressure, dude. Just a bunch of soft as tissue paper dudes, bro.
Did I send you guys the video of like the players being like, "Oh, we're going to Florida. Like, I've got my golf clubs ready to go." They're like, "No, there's a second round." I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like, there's a second round.
That?
Yeah, he missed
Yeah.
a wide open net just now, dude. Did you see that?
Damn.
Dude, Oilers. man.
Edmonton's on the power play too, huh?
Might be an oil spill, man. Come on, Edmonton.
I told y'all, Edmonton is not a good playoff team.
I mean, dude, Ben,
They have their line, and that's it.
I want to see the great players in big moments too. Like, I want to see Connor McDavid in the Stanley Cup.
Agreed. He's a hell of a player, but when
It's
you
gonna happen when he get traded to LA. This whole
He's- Edmonton is not building a championship team. They're building a regular season team. A regular season team can win games with one line.
Yeah,
A playoff team cannot win a series with one line, and we're seeing it over and over and over again with Edmonton.
what is that? Shohei in a Lakers jersey?
Nope, Shohei in a Dodgers jersey, baby.
God damn, dude, we don't need to see that shit. We don't care.
Well, I know one thing we won't be having:
What's that?
Bedard and Teal.
And he won't be in black, silver, and white either. So
It's all
We
good, bro.
will.
The Sharks are still gonna be good, man. We have hella young talent.
We're not gonna be that. We're not gonna be that sorry no time soon. So we'll be all right.
I bet we'll be better before. I mean, I don't know how to justify that because I was gonna say
you'll
we'll
be
win a
better
cup before the Kings, but I'm not gonna put. I'm not gonna say that.
They'll
Dog.
be better before the Kings win a cup.
yeah, I can't say that either. So
The Sharks are
Oh,
the
man.
fucking Cubs of hockey, man. We just find
Sharks
ways to
are down
fucking lose.
bad. Down horrendous.
yeah, it's gonna. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. You got a new GM. It's gonna take a couple years to get into
But he's a
place.
good one though. He'll get it together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's still riding on the coattails of Doug Wilson, who was just in that position for too long. Great GM, just 5 years. No, not even 5 years. 3 years too long.
he tried to hold on to that old core for too long, dude.
Yep.
He could have traded them. Oh my god, they just missed another fucking open net.
Yes, tonight might not be their night, buddy.
Dude, they have like 40 shots on goal. Vegas has like 14 and they have 4 goals, dude.
Goals. This game should be 4-4 minimum.
Aiden Hill, baby.
It's insane,
Yeah.
dude. This dude couldn't stop a fucking beach ball last year.
Yeah.
It's insanity, man. Anyways, fuck the Sharks. What's your thoughts on the series price of the Devil, or not the Devils, the Canes and the Panthers? Panthers only plus 112 to win the series. This is on betonline.com, by the way. They're
Yeah, I mean,
betonline.ag. Hurricanes minus 132.
It's a tough one. This is going to be a really good series. I think this is going to go distance. And I also think that this team, whoever wins coming out of the East, is going to be the Stanley Cup.
Nah, no way, dude.
Yeah,
I think Vegas, Kraken.
It's going to be Vegas and Dallas.
Oh no, the way Dallas got packed up the other night, ain't looking too good.
Yeah, don't be.
Yeah, but you're going to come into
out.
Game 7, and who has Game 7 experience is Dallas, not Seattle.
That's true. But
Seattle has guys that have experience, though.
But if that goalie plays the way he did Game 6, I got the Kraken.
Hey, Grubauer got fucking Stanley Cup experience, bro. What are we talking about? My man won a cup.
Yeah, and so have a lot of the players on Dallas.
Who? Joe Pavelski hasn't won a cup.
Joe Pavelski has Game 7 experience.
Yeah, losing. As a Sharks fan, I can say that.
No, we've won plenty of Game 7s. Don't worry.
We've lost a lot more than we've won, though.
No, that's not true. Search the Sharks Game 7.
Oh my god, I can't wait to pull this up, dude.
We get blown out if we lose a series.
Oh man, let's see.
Sharks Game 7 history. Okay, so 94 we won against the Red Wings. That's like a historical series.
Yeah.
Then we lost the very next round of the Leafs in Game 7. So 1-1. 95 we won Game 7 first round. That's 2-1. 2000 first round Game 7 we won. That's 3-1. 2002 we lost. That's 3-2. 2008 first round we won. That's 4-2. 2011 second round we won. 4-2. Then 2013 we lost. That's 4-3. 2014 we lost. That's 4-4. 2015 we won. That's 5-4.
You said 4-2 twice.
All right, so 6-4, not too bad. But you know, Pavelski had a losing record in his tenure because 3 of those W's was before he was even in the NHL. And he's part of one of the biggest collapses in the history of the NHL.
What year was that?
When the Kings came back from 3-0.
Damn.
But who else? The Stars don't have a ton of experience other than the bubble playoff.
They got Ryan Suter. They've got Jamie Benn. They've got Kenny Dadanoff. You've got Tyler Seguin, Pavelski.
Give me the Kraken, man. I'm riding with the Kraken.
Yeah, I gotta take Kraken money line too, bro. What are they at like right now? Plus 184?
Plus 175.
175? That seems way too short, bro.
Let me look at ESPN again.
Man, nasty day today if the Oilers lose, bro. All the money I won on the Celtics going right back.
Dallas minus 210.
Dallas minus 210, yeah.
Damn, I seen like why are they minus 203? They were like minus 160 the other day. I'm taking the Kraken, bro. All day.
I don't know what's going on with my Zoom and my Zoom video. Sorry.
You're doing what?
My Zoom video has been all fucked up.
It's all good. We got your audio. That's all that matters.
All that matters. All right, how was your beer?
It was good. The Voodoo Rangers. It's one that I like.
I gotta find that one.
Hold on, who's hurt on the Oilers, dude? Oh my god, the Oilers fucking suck. It's good, Ben. I would give it a 4.75 out of 5. I mean, obviously I've drank it before.
Yeah, this shit over with.
It's very easy to drink and it's super heavy, like I said, so you gotta be very careful, dude. You can't fucking like overdo it because you can very quickly and then it's lights out, dude.
Yep. Get you on that. I'm gonna go with a 3.75 for mine.
Damn, that's not very
Future
good.
is Fluid, the West Coast IPA. Very hot forward, and usually you don't get that with West Coast IPAs. Irvy would not like this at all.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a high stick. These refs.
Missing everything, dog. It's okay though.
But
sorry, Ben.
Yeah, no, all good. I don't have the game on, so I can't see it. But yeah, it was one that I'd drink again, but I wouldn't go out of my way for it. It was meh. So the Future is Fluid. Almanac is usually a really good brewery. Didn't hit the mark on this one.
Yeah, Almanac's usually really good.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy. Edmonton's going to have like a million shots on goal and they can't get it past Aiden Hill, dude. It's just insane, bro.
That's nasty work.
Aiden Hill's so sorry, dude.
Exactly.
37 shots right now with 5.5 left.
Just incredible.
I'm gonna need to crack in to pack Vegas up.
Yeah, let's hope so, baby. I mean, I'm impartial, dude. Like, Vegas makes it to the Stanley Cup, cool. Like, you know, I'm in Vegas, so it'll be cool. It'll be a cool experience, but
yeah, it'd be a cool experience to watch them lose again.
Yep.
But you know, cracking 44-1 to win the Stanley Cup would be very pretty.
Oh, I know Jordan was rooting hard against the Knights when they made it to the Stanley Cup.
Oh yeah, I was all over.
Winning the Stanley Cup before your Sharks.
I'll still be going hard against the Knights.
I mean, to be honest, it would be embarrassing if the Kraken won a cup before the Sharks too. So either way, it don't matter. But at least the Kraken have Donato on the team, so you know the only former Shark of Vegas is Aiden Hill, and he was so trash with us, dude. It's hard to like be like, yeah.
Bro, the Oilers been in the offensive zone down there this whole period.
The whole period, bro. They can't get a goal.
They have no goals. That's crazy.
Bro, they've had so many good chances too, dude. 37 shots on goal, no fucking goals, dog. Well, what's the call here? And that went off the moorings. Dude, how many minutes has Connor McDavid played?
We need some Gretzky magic right here from McDavid.
Bro, how crazy would it be if they tied this game?
McDavid, time on ice, 21 minutes.
And the crazy thing is they can do it in a matter of seconds. They just got to get it done. Playoff hockey.
It's insane, bro.
Best postseason around.
Yeah, behind NCAA tournament for sure, dude. NHL playoffs are definitely second. NCAA tournament reigns supreme, though, Ben. 64 teams, 1 game elimination. Doesn't get any better than that.
Playoff hockey is better than that.
No, no chance.
Nothing's better than March Madness. Not even the World Cup.
Yeah, you're the only American that thinks that. I think Stanley Cup's the second best playoff in America. But gotta go NCAA tournament. Hey, College World Series coming up though.
Hmm.
I haven't been as focused in on my Cardinals this year as I was last year.
It's okay because USC is gonna win the Pac-12, and your boy took a shot on USC to win the College World Series before the season started at 600-1, and now they're down to 17 plus 1750, which is good odds, dude. I got a great number. I'm very much looking forward to it. Although I think USC's a little inexperienced, which I think might hurt them come playoff time, like super regionals and stuff. But I'm looking forward to it, man, because I mean, College World Series, dude, anything happens. Tennessee last year was 4-1 to win the College World Series, and they didn't even fucking make the final.
Sheesh.
It's crazy, bro. But that's one thing I want to do before I die is go to Omaha for College World Series. I would love to see that shit. Stanford's still really good though, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good team for a while.
Yeah, they spend more money on baseball than they do football and basketball. Bro, Stanford's baseball stadium, Ben's been there. They have one of the nicest college baseball stadiums, dude.
Oh, yeah, our football is just a little old.
Come on, man. Y'all got to score it in the next minute.
Bro,
And then hopefully y'all can score 6 on 5.
Aiden Hill's just standing on his head, bro. He's having an out-of-body experience.
And that's not going to be sustainable.
Yeah, which is why, I mean, honestly, I think Vegas could beat Dallas or Kraken, obviously, but I think the Kraken pose a better matchup versus Vegas because Kraken are deep.
Give me the Kraken, man. They're going to shock the world.
And Dallas is just like, if Jake Ottinger is not like standing on his head, they're just like, they're men.
Yeah, their offense is too spotty.
Well, they really only have one line of offense.
Mm-hmm.
It's that first line, and if they're not producing, they're mid. I just can't believe, dude, where was this last year, bro? Aiden Hill never played like this. This is insanity, dude.
Drug test him. He took some Adderall to focus before the game.
They got 6-on-5 advantage. Fucking Drysdale's been on the ice for 3 minutes and isn't coming off. Oilers are cooked, dog.
Shit. McDavid missed the buck.
Someone doesn't have a stick. Dude. I can't believe the Oilers, dog.
They gonna end up with like 50 shots on goal and 2 goals.
And they got both those goals in like 5 minutes and haven't scored since, dude.
And haven't scored since. This game looked like it was gonna be 6-1. Now it's 4-2.
Nasty stuff, dude. I mean, what does Edmonton do from here, dude?
Should try to find a goalie and get some depth.
That's the biggest thing is the depth. You need to trade one of your big.
But they got like
players.
2 of the best players in the world.
Yep.
So Drysdale gonna be the odd man out.
Oh my god! And this game's gonna go over for an empty netter. That's crazy, bro.
I think you keep Drysdale and McDavid. You have to split them into the top 2 lines, though. You can't have all of your everything in one line.
Unbelievable. Oh well. All right, let's get some best bets.
Let's go, y'all!
What best bets we got for tomorrow, fellas?
Give me the Kraken +1, +1.5.
I thought you like him to win, bro. I thought you like him to win.
I know. I'm just being safe for our guys out there. I'm gonna personally take a money line.
All right.
But give me the Kraken money line and give me the Blue Jays money line over the Yankees tomorrow.
What's Vig? Minus what?
What the Vegas on that one?
Because I know they're favored.
While you look for that, I'm going to go with Dallas -1.5. I think that's the only value there with that play. And then with baseball, I think I'm going to go with Atlanta -1.5.
ATL -1. Is there a lineup for the Yankees game? I'm seeing, or is it a pick'em? There's no way it's a pick'em with Manoah over Brito. But we'll put it down as a pick. So Irv got Jay's money line pick. I got I'm going Brewers money line -110 on the road against St. Louis tomorrow. St. Louis traveling after a Sunday night baseball game. It's been a consistent theme. I've been fading it all season and it continues to hit. So we're just going to continue that trend blindly. Freddie Peralta on the hill for the Brewers as well. So give me Milwaukee -110. And then we're going to take Orioles money line +112 going against Shohei Ohtani with Grayson Rodriguez on the hill. I like that play. Ohtani's been dog shit his last 3 starts. I don't expect it to bounce back. And honestly, the Angels suck, dude. They're not a very good baseball team. So give me the Orioles money line +112. I just think they're a better team in my opinion. Ohtani might pitch shutout baseball, but he's only going to go 6 innings and then...
Yeah, as soon as he out the game, they'll give up 4 or 5 runs and lose the game.
Exactly.
Pack the sorry-ass Angels up. Hopefully Trout gets traded. It's crazy, man. They upgraded this team, and they still suck.
Bro, their bullpen is terrible, dude.
Terrible.
They gave up 6 runs in an inning to the fucking Guardians, dude. The Guardians hadn't scored 6 runs in like 2 weeks combined.
And Naylor ain't probably had 2 extra base hits in no series this year against 2 extra base hits.
He got 3 home runs in the series.
Man, yeah, pack the Angels up, man. They suck.
Yeah, I agree.
Even a rally monkey can't save their ass.
Agreed. Thank you, everybody, for tapping into us. Congratulations to the Las Vegas Golden Knights on winning the series. Ben and I will be pounding some porters here. It'll be fun.
Yeah. We'll go next week. I gotta say one more thing too before we go. Bryce Harper, you're a bitch.
Yeah, why is he always trying to fight like Jag relievers, dude?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like his thing, but I like Bryce Harper, but yeah, man, that shit's kind of weird. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Make sure to tap in on Tuesday night. We'll be breaking down some Wednesday baseball, getting some best bets to head to the window and cash some tickets. So tap in with us, 9:15 Pacific Standard Time on Twitch. You can also find the podcast, Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you find your podcast, it's there. Follow us on Instagram at Taproom Sports Podcast. Follow myself on Twitter at Jordan Wills TSP. You can follow Swervin at Swervin Irvin TSP. We'll see y'all later. Have a blessed Monday. Let's go Kraken. Let's get it. We out. Peace.